office of the Always Believe House. Oh, we're about to have FUN, fun, because we're going to do the test review for your first test in 2024. And we're going to solve equations and graph and solve inequalities. Oh, so a magical whiteboard appears, and let's start solving these problems. You don't have many to do on this review, because if you know how to use the calculator, you're going to do well on this test, okay? So number one, I'm just going to zoom in here. We need to know the value that makes this true. Basically, they want to solve the equation, okay? So I'm going to go to my calculator, and this is not hard. Make sure you're in a calculator screen. You're going to hit Menu. Algebra is the class you're in, 3, and we want to use numerical solve 1, and then we're just going to type in the equation, and it's -2 parentheses 3x minus 5, and make sure you close parentheses. Make sure you add those parentheses, and the parentheses that you start with don't go away. Equals 17 plus 2x. And then we're going to end it by comma, the whatever letter we're using. We're solving for letter X, so we're going to hit comma and then the X. This is how you put the problem in InSolve. Notice it's the same exact problem, but we're putting comma X, hit enter, and you get a decimal, don't you? Now then, we've got to know how to switch that decimal to a fraction. So what you do is you hit the up button. And do y'all see how the decimal gets highlighted blue? You hit enter, and that copies the decimal. Now then, you're going to hit Menu, and just type in the number 2. Number, and then we want to take that decimal and approximate it to a fraction. Hit 2 again. Menu 2, 2. Hit enter, and bam. The answer to that on the STAR test will be -7/8. So we're going to go back to your paper, and x is equal to -7/8. All you got to do. Okay, so menu 3-1 to put it into InSolve, menu 2-2 to switch that decimal to a fraction. Let's do the next one. So we're going to go to the next problem here. We're going to turn on the calculator. We're going to hit menu 3 and 1 again. And now then we're going to type in the equation -4. And then parentheses R. And then we got what? +5. Close the parentheses. Equals 7 minus 2R. And then we're going to hit comma R, aren't we? Comma R. So we have the equation typed in. If you put a parentheses in wrong, or if you hit a negative instead of a minus, it won't work. So we have the problem in, hit enter, and notice we get another decimal, -13.5. It won't be -13.5 on STAR. So let's do this one more time. We're going to hit the up button. If you hit the up button, it highlights it blue. Hit enter, and then menu 2 to enter. Menu number, approximate the fraction, enter, and we get the -27/2. So we're going to go back to our test, and this right here, R equals -27/2. Ho, 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 ho. Go to the next one. On this one right here, we have to know how to put it into a fraction. You may want to take notes what you're typing into or what I'm saying to type in the calculator, okay? Because obviously you don't have a calculator at home while you're watching this. So we're going to go to our calculator. Now that I got the test right here, that's what I'm looking at. So we're going to hit Menu, Algebra, Numerical Solve, which is Menu 3-1. And now then we're going to type in the problem. I like hitting Control and then Divide to get my fraction in. So Control Divide gets a fraction in. You can also hit the number to the right of the 9. And that works also. So I got 3. I'm going to hit the down button, 2. Right arrow button. You have to hit the right arrow button to get out of the fraction, and then type in x, -7/3x, minus Control Divide. I got 7 down 3, and then I need another x, and it's equal to 5/2. Equal Control Divide, and then 5 down 2. Now then, I'm still not done because I haven't put comma x, have I? So I'm going to put comma. I want the calculator to solve it for x. Hit enter, and I get -3. This was pretty simple because we don't have to switch the decimal to a fraction. So on this problem right here, our x is going to equal to -3. Oh, go to the next one. This one right here, step 1, is you're going to use insolve, but you got to make that an equal. So make sure when you do insolve, you don't type that inequality in. So we're going to go to our calculator. Okay, I'm going to hit menu, algebra 1, and then I'm going to type in, 5 parentheses x plus 7. So 5 parentheses x plus 7, close the parentheses, and then we got equal 84, right? Equals 84. And then I have to put comma x. If I don't put comma x, I'll get a syntax error. Hit enter, and I get 9.8. I'm going to go, and we're just going to leave this as a decimal since it's an inequality, okay? So we're just going to use the 9.8 on your test. It's going to be an integer. So I'm going to go to the calculator. Did I type that in right? 5x plus 7, 84. Is that a 5 or a 6? Let me look at the test. I might have typed it in wrong. It's a 6, not a 5. So let me go back. So I'm going to show you how to change this. I did this on purpose. I'm going to hit this. Then I'm going to go back and change that 5 to a 6. Now then I'm going to hit enter, and it's 7. So on this one right here, 7 is going to be the number that makes the left side equal to the right side, okay? Do y'all see how I copied? You hit the up button, you make it blue, you hit enter, it copies, you can edit it. So we're going to go to our paper, and we know that x is going to equal to 7, but we don't know that inequality. It might flip. So I'm going to put 0 on the number line, and I'm going to put 7. Now then, I'm going to type this in and change the x to a 0. I'm going to type that in and see if it's true or false, okay? So I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to hit 6 parentheses 0 plus 7, and then to get the inequality, you have to hit control equal. Control equals gets those inequalities, and I want the less than symbol, and then, I need to get rid of the parentheses, though. Hold on. So 6 parentheses, 0 plus 7, close the parentheses, and then control equal. I'm going to pick the less than, and then 84, hit enter, and it's true. Okay, so I'm going to go to here. Okay, if 0 is true, you're going to put this side. If 0 is false, you're going to do this side, okay? The side that has 0 is going to be true. The side that does not have 0 is false. The next thing you want to do is draw a dot. This inequality does, let me do it right. That inequality does not have the equal bar, does it? So it's just less than. You're going to do an open dot on the 7, and I want the 0 to be true, and then that inequality is going to go right here. So I know that x has to be smaller than 7. All the numbers to the left of 7 are true. All the numbers that are larger than 7 are false. So step 1, you got to find the number that makes the left side equal to the right side. You're going to graph it on the number line, put an open or closed dot over that number. Then you got to figure out if 0 is true or if 0 is false. Let's do one more like this. So the first step we're going to do is do insolve. So I'm going to write down insolve right here. And we're going to make that, let's spell it right, we're going to make this an equal, aren't we? So let's put this into the calculator and put it into insolve. So I'm going to do menu, algebra is 3, numerical solve is 1, and now then I'm going to type it in. -2x minus 6, open the parentheses, x plus 8, close the parentheses, and then I'm going to make that equal to negative, is that 88? Negative 88. And then I got to put comma x, don't I? So comma x, I'm going to hit enter, and I get 5. The 5 is going to make the left side equal to the right side of that inequality. So 5 is the value of x that makes the left equal to the right. So we're going to go to the paper. I'm going to put an x, skip a spot, and put a 5. That inequality might flip. Always put 0 on the number line. The 5 is positive, so I'm going to go over here. And then my dot, it has the equal bar. Make a big dot and close it in. Now then, this side is going to be true. This side is going to be false. If it's true, my arrow will go over the 0. If it's false, it'll go away. We're going to type this in and turn the x's into zeros. So we're going to type that in. If it's true, we're going to go to the over the 0. If it's false, we're going to go away from the 0. So go to your calculator and let's type in -2 times 0 and then -6 parentheses 0 plus 8, close the parentheses, and then I need to hit Control equal and hit the greater than or equal, and then I need -88. Okay, hit enter, and it's true. If it's true, I want the 0 inside the bar, okay? Or I want the bar going over 0, the arrow. The arrow is going to go this way. I'm going to put a big, do y'all see that arrow tip? That arrow tip turns into the inequality. Notice that this inequality flipped, didn't it? That's because our x's on the left are negative. So the answer to this is going to be x less than or equal to 5. That's what you would put in on the multiple choice. If you're in pre-AP, you're going to have to do one of these by hand and solve it like we've been doing in class. You're going to do fine on that. Keep believing in who you are. Okay, remember, you are amazing. You are created to do wonderful things. You're going to do wonderful on your test. And you are awesome.